This is the reason why we're here. This man paid for all of this.
This is the reason why we're here. That man paid for all of it. Hey, B. Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we got to talk about Miss Quad Webb, Dr. Heavenly, this breakup that Quad had with Kirk King. Is it King? We have to chat about that for a quick second, but y'all already know how it goes, ain't it?
Not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking. Not unless y'all giving me likes and 2,000 or more subscribers every week. You hear me? Okay, cool. All right, listen. We are here because King let it out the bag that he and Quad are no longer together. A lot of people were already speculating that these two were not together. I know when they did the premiere, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, things definitely looked off to me. I didn't think that they were together, but King decided to come out in his own way and announce to people that they're not together. Now, why he chose this time in particular to do that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it was that he realized, hey, we're never, ever, ever getting back together. So now I could just let the people know what's up or what's going on. And I say that because I feel like he's had comments over the past few months of people asking, are we together or are y'all together? What's going on? Are you guys together? Are y'all together? What's happening? You know, even when they were, it appears to be actually together and the rumors were speculating, you know, Quad and King came down to social media to go live or upload a video saying, baby, you leaving me, we broke up or whatever. You know, similar to a Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels when they came down to the internet to show the people that they're still together. Right. But shortly after that, you know, more speculation came about and neither one of them were saying anything. They just kind of let the people believe whatever it was that they were believing. And, you know, somebody finally got down in the comments, or at least King finally got down in the comments to address that, where someone says, I don't think they're together anymore. He says, I can confirm that I left that situation. Rude? Dang, you ain't got to be like that. You ain't got to be like that at all. All right. So then someone else says, just too handsome. Quad is a lucky woman. Luck ran out. Damn. Okay, so it's giving the break. Was it salty? Was it salty? Okay, because King did not mind letting it out. And let me tell y'all know King got him a fly little mouth over there, all right? So he will get with you, it appears. All right, as he was trying to get with Heavenly just a little piece, and we'll tap into that. But before we get into Quad's statement as we speak on Heavenly, I want to have a quick little flashback of a conversation Dr. Heavenly had when she first discussed Quad and King kind of, you know, getting together. She sat down with Carlos King at some point and she kind of talked about him. Like a lot of people had high hopes for King at once upon a time. And this is how it goes here.
Question.
Anything.
Quad and her man made an appearance.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
You ain't
I
got
wasn't
to.
gonna say nothing.
The
But I'm gonna
raindrops
say
and the
this and I'm gonna
boobies.
take it back. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna take it back and I'm gonna let it go. His voice is deep, bitch. His voice is deep. That's all I got to say about it. And I'm gonna let it go. I ain't got shit else to say.
If you know Heavenly, the real boobies and the raindrops know what she means when she says that. So he has a deep voice.
He does.
Does he have deep pockets?
You know Card ain't fuck with nobody without no money. Come on now, Carlo. We talked about this before. The man. I ain't gonna tell you what he do, but y'all gonna find out soon enough. So you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, y'all they ain't put his name out there, I don't think. But as soon as y'all get his name, y'all gonna know. But yeah.
He looks good.
Yeah, nice man. Nice guy. Intelligent.
You like him?
Huh?
You like him?
I love him for Quad. And you know, initially I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna take it back and I ain't getting y'all shit else. I'm like, where Quad gets this man from? Is she playing with us? Is she playing with? No, it's real. It's real, bitch. I did my research. That ninja be there. You know what I'm saying? Every night, been there every night. You know, I talk to the girls. Quad was trying to be secretive because, you know, she don't tell me her business. You know what I'm saying? But that dude and her been together a long time. And I've seen him, but I couldn't place where I seen him. But I've seen him with her, but she played it off. But anyway, long story short, Quad got a man at home, y'all.
Yeah,
my man.
Did any of the other single girls on the show bring a man?
Nah, well, they brought Dwight. I mean, I don't know.
All right. So y'all just heard what Heavenly said. She was really loving King for Quad once upon a time. Right. And it just didn't work out. But let us get into Quad's statement of what she had to say. She says, Kirk and I mutually decided to bring our relationship to a close in 2025. While our time together encompassed many meaningful moments, that chapter of my life has now concluded. I wish him well. In 2026, I am focused on moving forward with clarity and purpose. Thank you for your support. Real classy base. Okay, real non-messy like, and that's what I thought the announcement was going to be, okay, or at least her acknowledging it and announcing it at the reunion that they're not together. Child, I wasn't expecting King to get down in the comments and really start telling the stuff now. Okay, well, he didn't really tell a whole lot, right? But it was like really like, it was a little snooty, like, okay, how did this breakup really like go down? All right. I mean, we did see on the show some of the differences. Like, that's what I think. I think they broke up because they just were different. They were in different places in their lives. Maybe they really vibed with each other once upon a time, and then they just didn't vibe any damn more. Right? They were already having a disagreement on the house situation. Quad didn't want to give up her home. Whereas he was over there like, well, listen, I think that we should go find somewhere and like move in together. And I was kind of with Quad, like, I done paid all this money. But then also I agree with him too. At the same time, like, there's nothing wrong with that y'all going together, getting another house or whatever. Maybe she could have kept the home that she had and rented it out or whatever. So King wasn't fully wrong with that, but I understood Quad as well, right? So these two are no longer together, and we know, like I said, there was some issues. One, that being an issue, and also it appears that IVF, Quad wanting to get pregnant, may have taken a toll on her, and his relationship let him tell it with her doing this IVF process, which is obviously not something normal for him, and it's not normal for Quad either, you know, but he had a different understanding, and I don't know why he had that understanding, which is what we talked about previously in videos, because I'm sure if you've been to the appointments, the doctors likely gave you all the details of how this could possibly go. You know, and she was enduring the most with her having to inject her body and go through all the different hormonal changes. But I don't know, it seemed like he didn't want to go through those changes with her because he was expecting it all to take place much sooner, right? And it's very costly. It's very, very costly. But also, as you watch the show, for me, it just looked like he felt like he was doing her a favor. All right. And then also we kind of saw where he would take like little jabs and say little things and laugh, and over time things grow. Okay, just like you may have a friend that may take like a little shot at you, like she may just say something, just laugh. It's supposed to be meant to be a joke, but is it really? You know what I'm saying? And then over time things grow, and maybe that's something that happened. I don't think it was really just one factor. I don't think it was just the IVF situation and him not wanting to have any more kids. I think it was just a number of things that they seem to be butting heads on, but we're trying to force it to be something that it wasn't supposed to be. It just pretty much ran its course. Now, Dr. Heavenly has come out and she sat with Carlos King, and she had some things to say about the breakup of Quad and King. And, you know, King got in the comments because now King ready to talk. And I'm wondering, is King going to be at the damn reunion? Or is Quad going to demand that we not have his presence there for any particular reason? So I'm wondering if Bravo is going to try to extend some type of invite to King, or what's going to happen. But let us go ahead and check out what it is Heavenly had to say during this other sit down, this more recent sit down that she had with Carlos King about the breakup.
Quad and King have officially broken up. King alluded to this yesterday. He posted an image on him on Instagram. One of the images, he was shirtless. Somebody in the comments said, "Just too handsome. Quad is a lucky woman." King responded, "Luck ran out." Then another person stated, "I don't think they together anymore." King responded, "I can confirm that I left that situation. Dr. Heavenly, what are your thoughts on this? Because I remember weeks ago, the fans were attacking King online, and I asked you about it, and you talked about your growth when it comes to not speaking on people's relationships who are your real friends. And you said, I'm Team Quad, she's my friend, and out of respect to Quad, I will not speak on it. Did you know then that's something that they were broken up?
Quad is my friend. I love my friend, but I will speak on it today because it's over with. We've been new.
Ooh, now listen. She said, I'm talking about it today. I hope Quiet gave her the go ahead to talk about it. I don't know when the interview was recorded, but I'm seeing this interview after Quiet has given her statement. And I'm glad about that. I'm like, let Quiet make her statement first before any friends come out to speak on her behalf or anything like that, right? So I am glad that she put her statement out there, but I hope that she approves the message, child.
Like, they've been broken up for months, Carlos. They have been broken up for months. I just
Okay, I
think
believe
that
that.
Quad is a classy lady. The way that she ended it, the way that she left that statement, I think that she's a stand-up girl. And I think that's how it should have happened. They're not married.
I agree, y'all. I kind of agree. That's how that should have happened. So maybe y'all should have given a statement a long time ago, but maybe she didn't want to ruin the season or something like that, you know?
And to me, for a man to come up under the comments, to me, you're attention seeking. Meaning that that's not the way you do things. And I know for a fact he was trying to get back with Kawhi just not too terribly long ago. So my thing is this. I'm not going to try to give it too much because it looked like he's trying to get attention. But I don't agree with anything he's doing. I don't like the way he's doing it. And he just...
I have to pause right there again because I mentioned this in a previous video where I was wondering, based on how he kind of responded in the comments, I was like, one, was the breakup bad? Like, what happened? Were you guys trying to work things out possibly or hopeful? And it just didn't go that way. But what I did notice, and I highlighted that again in a previous video, that Quad had been hanging out with Yandy, who was also in a serious relationship with Mendices. But, you know, they say they was married. We all know Yandy and Mendices weren't married, but it seems like they're separated according to what Mendices said. And what do the people like to say around the Bravo ladies, right? Even though Yandy is VH1, what they're trying to say is, you know, they like to go over there to Africa and find them a new man. Now, I don't know if that's what Quad was doing, but I do know, all right, that she's a single woman and she could do what she want. And it appears that Yandy may be as well. So they both were over there in Ghana having them a good time. So I'm like, what's going on? Next thing you know, when I saw that she was out there with Yandy, I said, I didn't think that Quad was with King anymore. Next thing you know, I'm seeing King hanging out with Mendices. I said, oh, is this a get back? Is this a two can play that game? Like you hanging with Yandy, then I'm hanging with Mendices? Oh, okay then. Well, I guess, honey. Now, I don't know if it was necessarily attention seeking. I will say, I do feel like, and I stand by the fact that it was given a little piece of rude, right? However, King was on his page. Someone asked him a question. He did answer the question. I don't know if that was necessarily attention seeking, but y'all let me know because some of y'all may feel like, nah, it was, right? I don't know. Did he know it was going to go viral? Maybe he did. How long ago was the comments made in comparison to now people are talking about it? I don't know. Okay. But still, what he could have did was took that screenshot, sent it to Quad and say, hey, a lot of people are asking me about this. Like, do you want to go ahead and put a statement out there letting the people know that we're not together anymore? I don't know. It is giving a little piece of spiteful now. I don't know. But it's giving a little piece of spiteful. But you all, I want to hear from you all if you feel like King was being attention seeking when he made this announcement. Now I wonder if y'all would say he's being attention seeking considering the fact that Heavenly spoke on him. So now he's over here like, now wait a minute now. I got something else to say. So let's get back into this.
For me, I have to look back at the beginning. Why was he there for the fame? And you know, if people are there for the fame and they get a little bit of it, they can't handle it, you know? And I know for per Quad that he's still trying to hang out with people from the show. He's trying to hang out with, you know, Yandy's husband and stuff like that. The people that he don't even know, he wouldn't know because of Quad. Go back to where he was before. Let her go back to her life. And then they move forward purposely and in goodwill. My whole thing is, yes, they have broken up. Yes, I've been knowing for months, but yes, I think that he handled that all wrong. And I think that he definitely wants to get back with her and he definitely wants attention. So we're not going to give him much of it.
Quad and King have
So
officially.
my question is, would the people not know who he is if he rents out these luxury, vehicles or whatnot? Would the people really not know who he was? Now, don't get it twisted. Now, I do feel like Quad introduced him to a lot of people, her audience, okay? Millions of people now are aware and know who he is. And because, once you attach yourself to one of these housewives, people are now going to follow you and keep up with your day-to-day activities. And they're going to report on it, okay? Period. So she definitely gave him an audience that he likely was not going to reach. But as far as Mendices, I'm like, child, the way Mendices about to be out here, King probably was going to run into that man at some point. Okay? But other than that, I do agree with a lot of what Heavenly had to say about this particular situation. Okay. But there's another thing I want us to get into, and that is another one of Quad's friends, Funky Diva, who comes out, because I believe at one point I recall seeing Funky thinking that King was great as well. A lot of people had a lot of high hopes, and it just didn't work out. But this is what Funky had to say about that situation.
It ain't have nothing to do with going to Ghana for no IVF. It ain't have nothing to do with he didn't want no more babies. It ain't have nothing to do with nobody cheating on one another. It was none of that. It was none of that. It was none of that. Honestly and truthfully, without me violating my friend contract, it just simply didn't work out.
I disagree. Okay, I do disagree. You can't say, "Oh, without violating my friend contract," and then follow it up with, "It just simply didn't work out." Now, although that may be true, there is more to it, and you didn't want to put your foot in your mouth, and I get it. I think that in my personal, okay, on the outside looking in, as I said earlier, I think they were just in two different places, and it's really no shade to King at all. But I'm gonna let y'all argue in the comments about it, right? I just don't think he was fully on the same level as Quad for real. And I could be wrong, but yeah. And I'm thinking more so, I'm thinking financially, honestly, but I don't know, child, because let Simone tell it, Quad over there operating with a lot of debt. Okay. Yeah, I think everybody out here operating with some debt. But yeah. Maybe she could have potentially lowered her standards when it came to being with him, possibly. Maybe what made her like him more was knowing that she wanted to be a mom and seeing him be such a great dad to his daughter, which, she said that he is. So, because she gets to witness it. So maybe he really is. So I don't know. But hey, those are my thoughts. And that's what I'm thinking. But ultimately, I just think it was a lot of disagreement on a lot of different things. And that's just what it was. But baby, King is petty. King is petty. And I don't know why I feel like this ain't the end of it. I don't know. I feel like some other little shots gonna end up dropping and flying. Now, we have to go back to Heavenly's post, because when Heavenly said what she said about King and not liking his handling of the situation and stuff, King gets in the comments and said, "Keep my name honest and yours stay protected." Ooh. Don't use your friend. Ooh. Oh, so what he doing is, when I see this, he's talking directly to Quad without talking to Quad. When I read that, keep my name honest and yours stay protected. Meaning, and don't use your friend. Don't have Heavenly out here doing your dirty work like she be doing for Jackie. Don't be having Heavenly out here saying the things that you don't want to say. Because Heavenly got the image of being messy or whatever, and you trying to be more poised on your side. Don't have her go out here and do it. Because if she do it, I'm going to know exactly where she got it from, and I'm going to come to the front, and I'm going to tell your information. And that right there is a whole lot. So you know what? I don't know, girl. I'm just like, just scoot back. Y'all just moonwalk out the situation, honey. It's over. Let it be over. Let it be over. Okay? Let it be over. Ain't no telling what else was said. I see why Carlos got it behind that Patreon wall. Hello? Okay, ain't no telling what else was said because King about ready to spray everybody, it seems. And if that's the case, it's like, you really salty that y'all broke up. It's a no disrespect. I swear, I'm just being honest with my thoughts, and I'm gonna let y'all feel how y'all feel because y'all always got a feeling in y'all, okay? I don't think he finna get nobody else as good as Quad. You know, and he might. I don't know what's out here for this man's future because I'm not God. Right? I'm just the person over here that's giving my commentary and my opinion on the situation. You know, so if he's salty, like I could understand why he would be salty because I don't see him get nobody else like Quad. You know, yes, Quad has her issues. Yes, Quad has definitely gotten on my nerves being on this damn show and stuff, for sure. No, I don't always feel like Quad is in the right, okay? Yes, I'm always on her head top. Well, not always, but I have been. All right? But all in all, you know, I think she kind of got to go on. And I just don't know if he gonna find it in somebody else for real. But, you know, I think she got the coin, she got the face, she got the body, she got the personality. She got a lot of things with her. And we'll see. I mean, you can find those things in some other people. You know, they just may not be on television. So we shall see. Who knows? Hopefully the person he finds is not interested in having children because that's not something he seems to be interested in either. Okay? But I'm going to let you guys argue in the comments because that is your specialty, as mine is just commentary. So do what you do. All right? Is there anything else that I wanted to get into regarding this matter at hand? I don't think so. But I am JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel it pull